Good morning of all the students of class 8 Model International School Hiswa. Dear students, I am Prakash Sharma, English teacher, is standing before you to teach the poem Macavity, whose writer is T.S. Eliot. The full form of T.S. Eliot is Thomas Stearns Eliot. At first, I want to tell you some points of T.S. Eliot. That means Thomas Stearns Eliot was born in St. Louis, Missouri on September 26, 1888. He lived in St. Louis during the first 18 years of his life and attended Harvard University in 1910. He left the United States for Sorbonne and having earned both undergraduate and master's degree, he having contributed several poems to the Harvard Advocate, but it is regret to say that he died in 1965. After that, dear student, I would tell you the poem Macavity, the mystery cat. Dear students, often you see the cat in your house, in your street, but that is simple cat. Not like the Macavity cat, it is a special cat. It is a crimer. Have you noticed? Have you informed anything mysterious about it? But Macavity is such type of cat that is known as mysterious cat. It is not easy to say whether every cat is mystery, but Macavity is one of them for sure. What is that makes him a perfect mystery cat? Certainly, there will be some qualities of that cat. According to that quality, the writer called it Macavity. So, all of us read the poem and find out the detail of Macavity. Macavity is a mystery cat. He is called the hidden paw, for he is the master criminal who can deny the law. He is the bafflement of Scotland Yard, the flying squad despair, for when they reach the scene of crime, the Macavity is not there. The first stanza of this poem. That means I am telling you the sense of the first stanza. Macavity is a mystery cat and he is called the hidden paw because he is a skillful, perfect criminal who can defy the rule. That means who can break the rule. He is a bafflement, distress, troublesome of Scotland Yard, the flying squad, despair, because when they arrive at the scene, when they reach at the scene of crime, then Macavity is not there. That means Macavity cat disappears from there. Next para. Macavity, there is no one like Macavity. He is broken every human law. He breaks the law of gravity. His powers of levitation would make a fakir austere, and when you reach the scene of crime, Machiavelli is not there. That means there is no any one just like Machiavelli, and he has broken the human law. That means there is no any law that can be followed by Machiavelli. He has also broken the powers of levitation, rule of gravitation, and would make a fakir austere. He would make a fakir austere. But when the people reach the scene of crime to find out the Machiavelli, then Machiavelli is not there. That means he begins to disappear from there. Next, you may seek in the basement, you may look up in the air, but I tell you once and once again, Machiavelli is not there. Dear students, in any space, you may seek him in the basement or may seek in the air. But I would tell you again and again, once again, Machiavelli is not there. That means when people search Machiavelli, he is not found anywhere. Machiavelli, next para. Machiavelli is a ginger cat. He is very tall and thin. Machiavelli is a ginger cat. That means appearance of Machiavelli, ginger cat, and his form is very tall and thin. He would know him. You would know him if you saw him. That means if you saw that animal, certainly you will know him because his eyes are sunken in. That means his eyes are inside sunken. His brow is deeply lined, and his brow means is deeply lined with thought. His head is highly domed. Highly domed means just like a dome. His coat is just dusty from neglect. His whiskers are uncombed. He sways his head from side to side with movement like a snake. Dear student, his coat is dusty. Dusty means dirty from neglect. His whiskers are uncombed. Whiskers means the hair before mouth. That means mustache. Are uncombed. Uncombed means unarranged. He sways his head from side to side, and he shakes his head from to and fro, hither and thither, side to side, with movements like a snake, just like a snake. Here examples are given just like a snake, because the head of a snake is not still, not permanent, always shake to and fro. And when you think he is half asleep, and when people think the mystery is sleeping, but really that he is not sleeping, he is wildly awake. Machiavelli, there is no one like Machiavelli. Machiavelli, there is no any other animals just like Machiavelli, for he is friend in flying shape, the monster of depravity. That means you may meet in by a street, you may see him in the square. That means you will meet him a street, a square, or anywhere you can meet him. But when a crime is discovered, if you want the crime discovered that is done by Machiavelli, the Machiavelli is not there. That means all peoples are tired to find his crime. So we can say that Machiavelli is a cat just like a perfect crimer, a perfect criminal, and writers details about it my cavity. Dear students, I expect that certainly you will understand this poem my cavity. Otherwise, you have any problem, you can ask me on my personal phone. Thank you.